Hi, are you ready for a tour in Roseville, California, 95678? This house is great. I can't wait to show you. I love the neighborhood. It's very quiet. There's tons of sidewalks for riding bikes, scooters, grandbabies taking a walk, walking your dog, taking a stroll in the evening with your honey. It's nice because it's toward the end of a street that's not a through street, so you're not gonna have a ton of traffic. And then this is your neighbor to the right, which is nice because their yard is back here, so it's kind of like yards backing up to each other instead of houses. Oh, and it's trash day. I love a swing, and look at, you can have a little swing for your kiddos or your grandbabies. This house is very nicely situated, good garage. You could potentially have RV access. Obviously, those gates need a little bit of work. So I'm gonna give you a tour and you're gonna tell me what you think. And you're also gonna wanna stay to the end so that way I can give you a little added perk bonus of living in this neighborhood. So double doors, gotta love it, because why? When you're moving in furniture, you have plenty of room to get in the doors. I love the porch. As I was driving through the neighborhood, there was actually a ton of neighbors that had like their chairs out front. So I'm assuming people like to sit out front and then wave at their neighbors and chat when they take their walks in the evenings. Neighbors across the street are all nice, and it's all nicely groomed. No broken down cars, anything like that. So let's go in and take a look. We've got this very large, high ceilinged foyer. And so you walk in, and to the right, you've got your formal dining room. We're gonna walk around everywhere, but I'm just gonna give you like the layout of when you first walk in. This could be your formal living room, or it could be an office if you wanted it to be. Nice, it's got plantation shutters at the front door and in the dining room and in the living room. I like the upper ones. They're shaded, so it's not too bright, but it gives you that empty wall space to be able to put your couch, your desk, your TV, whatever you want to do. It's cool because you've got the upper ones that don't have covering, so it lets in a little bit of light, but it's a good flow. So I know I mentioned in one of my other videos, I like 2 living rooms because there's so many of us that live at home. So to be able to have a cute setup in here, and if you have company, all the moms can visit in there while the guys watch the game, or the kids can watch something and all the adults can sit in there. And then you have this dining room with the inset ceiling, and then that takes us into the kitchen, which we'll get to that in a minute. So then over here on the other side of the formal living room is a bedroom, which also has double doors. And technically, it's not a bedroom because it doesn't have a closet, but you could put in an armoire like they have the ones from IKEA, like the big, you know, they have the drawers and they have the rods and all of that. Or if you're like me and like antiques, then you just buy a really cool armoire, an old armoire. So then you have your bathroom downstairs, and it's a full bath with a step-in shower, which is fantastic because if you have elderly parents, they could have this room potentially, and then their little bathroom, and not have to worry about the stairs, which are beautifully lined in wood. I do like that. I love the arch walk-ins, you know, walkway, and then the bullnose corners. You've got hall closet, and who doesn't love whole house vacuum? Fantastic. So then here's your family room and dining room and kitchen. I love the fireplace. I think you could do all kinds of different things with it decor-wise. This potentially would be the TV wall because they have the hookups over there, but you could do whatever you want. And a nice side yard, windows, but no neighbors looking in. And then I'll take you outside in a few minutes. Nice big picture windows though. And then you have plenty of space in the kitchen. Not only do you have the bar, so you could put bar stools up there, then you have your dining room table right here. You have, yes, a coffee station, or you could put it over there, make this a little bar area. Some people love it for the sake of having it as a desk area. All kinds of potential. Cute little microwave, double oven. I think it's kind of cool. It's this unfinished edge, a little on the like rough side, but it looks kind of cool. And then the finished edges around the rest of it. Stainless steel appliances, yes, and a nice stainless steel sink. What a great view from your kitchen while you're doing dishes and cooking dinner and hanging out with the family. It's such a good open concept and flow this way. Oh, wait, more space. That's where I'd put the coffee bar. Can you tell I like coffee? And then we have gas stove, which is one of my favorites. Good old double oven and pantry with the door that says pantry. I think it's so cute. Whoa. Okay, I would do that a little different if I were you, but that's just me. And then good space for your fridge with the plug-ins for the water, for your ice machine. And then this takes you to the garage. Concrete painted floors, upper shelving, exterior door access, nice and clean. Whole house vacuum system. Yep. What's on the other side over here? Oh, sorry, I forgot to show you this. Who doesn't want workspace? You could turn it into a gym. You could turn it into storage so you don't have to pay for storage. All kinds of options. And they left you shelving, which is even better because it's nice to have it all included. And then you can add to whatever you need, right? Okay, so that's the lower half. I'm gonna take you outside in a minute. And so now we're gonna go upstairs and wait until you see this master bedroom. All right, stairs have little lights, which is cool. And then a whole other sitting area. So you could have a third living room. You potentially could close that in and put a door in and have this as another bedroom if you really wanted to, which for my family would come in handy. And nice plantation shutters. So then I'm gonna take you to the primary bedroom last. I love the fact that they updated the cabinetry tops up here too. Cabinetry tops, come on now, countertops. And then here's first bedroom, upstairs. Got the shutters, upper storage is nice, closet. Flooring is nice. And you got your laundry room up here. Got cabinetry, sink, and countertops updated as well. Then you come into this bedroom, good sized bedroom. Nice thing is you have a decent sized side yard. The neighbors are up the hill, so when you're in your yard, you can't really see into their yard. And there's a view for your bedroom window. Lovely pine trees, same thing, good storage. And then here's your hall bath for those bedrooms to share. Once again, love the countertops. I like it when the shower and the tub are separate from the sink and the sink, because somebody kid-wise could be brushing their teeth, washing their face while somebody else needs to shower or use the restroom, but they have the ability to still use both. And then here's your third bedroom up here. Great view and upper storage as well. And let's go into the primary. You guys are gonna die. If I could have this house just for the primary, okay? First off, you've got this cool little alcove. So I would have a sitting area because why not? All of those windows and that space. Yes, please. And then this is the bedroom. It's huge. So plenty of room for your king bed, your dresser, your nightstands, double doors, making it easy for the furniture. You got a cutout ceiling, so it gives a little extra personality to it. All right, are you ready for the rest of this? Here we go. I love sunken in tubs because I use mine all the time. And then you can have air open if you want. That lower section opens. Good size stepped in shower. Oh, hello. All right, so you got sink over here, but with the vanity space, which I like. And then you have separate toilet, which is great. Closet is fantastic. Oh my gosh. I mean, you could like dance around in here. It's so big. And it's got windows, which I think is cool because it always is nice to have a little light, natural light. Okay, and then all your house wires, woohoo, for your internet, yada yada. Okay, are you ready for the additional space? This is a trip. So you could have an office in here, separate from anything downstairs. It also has a walk-in closet. So how cool is this? This could be an additional closet. This could be, I know some people have makeup rooms or dressing rooms or shoe storage, but you have that, plus you have that, all of this, and a sitting area. This is one of the best master suites, I must say. And it's on its own little wing. So you've got one bedroom, bathroom, bedroom, laundry, bedroom, sitting area, slash living room, slash turn it into another bedroom, and then everything downstairs. So then, when you get downstairs and go into the backyard, it's fantastic and you have plenty of options. So let me show you what you can do for entertaining. All right. I mean, there's so much potential in that kitchen. You could totally redo those cabinets if you wanted, but at least they're like in really good shape and the tile is in good shape. So unless you hate it, it's already move-in ready. I also like the fact that the house is stucco because there's less issues with dry rot and you just upkeep it and paint it as the years go. 2 overhangs. So I love outdoor seating and overhangs. I probably would weatherize it so that way you can use like clear, not plexiglass, it's clear like plastic, but it doesn't look cheesy. And so then you still get the light, but then you have the ability to sit out here winter, summer, spring, fall. Okay, I won't break into a song, but you know what song I'm talking about. So here's your side yard. Potentially it could be RV access if you wanted to take these beds out because the concrete's almost all poured, but you could pull a whole little trailer in if you wanted to. And so here's why I was saying this is the neighbor's yard. So they're up on the hill, which is kind of cool because nobody's looking into your yard. And it goes all the way around like that. So only on this other side is it a little bit lower, but nobody's like peering into your yard. And these trees are so beautiful. So then you have options back here. You could potentially put a pool, even more so because you have the gate access for somebody to come dig it out. I love the fact that they already have twinkle lights out here. So you could have patio furniture. You could do your fire pit. I mean, all kinds of options. And it's so quiet back here. I love this. Anything that grows on a house, my husband says it's a bad idea. I love it. I want ivy. I want jasmine. I want, like, look at, this is jasmine. So then once it grows and is in bloom, it's so beautiful and smells so good. Here's your side yard. And all these trees for privacy. I think it's fantastic. Newer fence on this side. And so then you come out over here to the other side of your yard. It smells good too because of the pine trees. It's really a great house. Sunscreen's on the back side so it minimizes the heat in the summers. And so quiet. So who wouldn't want to live here? So I said at the end I would tell you something to make it worthwhile. With it being in this zip code, you have Roseville City School District schools, which are fantastic. You are only 1.5 miles from the freeway. You are close to Kaiser Hospital. You are close to Sutter Hospital. You are close to shopping in the mall. It's also probably only 1 mile away. And you have so much house in such a great neighborhood, quiet streets, great neighbors, walkable, kids can play, and it's just really one of the best houses I've toured lately, to be honest with you. I'm partial to big houses, I know, because I have a ton of family, but I really do like the layout. I think you would like the layout. So make a comment down below. Tell me what you think. Tell me if you think I need to point out other things. I was gonna point out like some of the negatives because I also wanna make sure when I'm going through these tours and I'm sharing information with you guys that I'm helpful, right? Because like everybody can say, oh, it's so pretty, it's so perfect. Do I think that I think that's beneficial? No. My job is to like look out for your best interest, right? So I don't necessarily think there's a ton wrong with this house. 2 things. I noticed that one of the windows has a seal break. I am not a huge fan of tile. The paint job is really good. I can't see the roof only because I'm not that tall. So for the sake of what the year is, I'd have to do some research for you. But all in all, the condition of the house, the layout of the house, the structure, the builder, all very good things. So stay tuned for my next tour. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you have a great rest of the day, and click subscribe, and let's see what else we find.